For those that do not know about Sigil, how would you describe Sigil?
So Sigil is the city at the center of everything. It is at the center of the Outlands, and the Outlands is the plane at the hub of all of the outer planes. And then atop the spire, literally at the center of the Outlands, is Sigil. But Sigil is more than just a city and a place. It is a city that has access to every place and everywhere. Like you said, it is the city of doors, and it gets that name because it's just filled with portals. It has portals to every world in the D&D multiverse, to every plane, to the realms of gods, to the farmhouses of commoners in the Forgotten Realms. Wherever you want to go, Sigil is a step away from it, which is fantastic for DMs who want adventures that will go anywhere, but it also means that anyone from anywhere might show up in Sigil at any time.
How big is the city? Because there are a lot of different wards.
Yeah, the city is kind of beyond scale. Sigil is as big as you want it to be. You won't find population numbers in the book because to try to quantify them would kind of be counterintuitive to what Planescape is. It's infinite. It is everything. It's beyond scope. Now, Sigil does have a set number of wards. It has the 5 wards and under Sigil, which is kind of like the hidden 6th ward. In previous editions, there were 6 wards, but in this update, we have combined the Guild Hall and Market wards into the Market ward because they essentially served similar functions.
And what are the other wards that exist?
So there is the Hive ward, which is kind of the more kind of seedy underbelly of Sigil. There's the Clerks ward, which is also aptly named. You'll find a lot of scribes and clerks and number crunchers, record keepers. There is the Ladies ward, not the Ladies ward, and that one has kind of your more kind of upper class, houses a few of the factions that kind of run important aspects of the city. There's also the Lower ward, which is kind of the heart of industry in Sigil. It's always kind of bathed in this industrial smog. And then there is the Market ward, where everything that you can find in the multiverse could be purchased.
There is an incredible amount of detail and also artwork that is very inspiring. What I really like about this is it feels like any part of the city could be where you could run an entire campaign, or it could be the entire city. But it does feel like a lot of thought went into, like, how does a marketplace function here? Like, what are the clubs? What are the weirdest things that could possibly come about, given that you have all this different interaction from all over the multiverse? What is the food like? What are the restaurants like? What are the clubs like? It answers that question, or at least gives you a framework to talk about it. That's so fun. There's so many locations and different characters. It's just so much to work with.
Yeah,
it's so many really fantastical settings within one space.
And there's room to create more always. Like, if you read something and you get the idea to put something there, Sigil is the place to put that thing. If you're reading about, one of my favorite locations that's new to the book is the Grease Pit. It's in the Hive ward. It is kind of this street food alley where you get to see, what is street food to a Mustafal Guardian or, a Kelubar Demodan. Like, what do they even eat? Do they eat? Do they sell food? Like, you get to see that. But also, if a DM reads that and goes, oh my gosh, I see there's this mushroom melt. It'd be really cool if a giant was here selling, people-sized legs of giant goat. Just put it there. It could totally be there. And that's, I think, the way Sigil is it is the yes and of D&D, because there's always more room to put something else there.
Like you said, Sigil can host everything. Everything's there. Angels, fiends, modrons, cardinals, like all of it. Anybody from anywhere can show up in Sigil. That sounds cliche, but that's the main thrust of the city.
Right.
It's the city of doors. It reaches every place. So there's so much room for DMs to run any sort of adventure that they want. Absolutely, they can lean into the Planar weirdness. They can have Yeti snow cone sellers. They can have all of these wild weirdo elements of it. But once you sort of get over that and you realize that the folks in Sigil are ultimately just folks, any genre that you want to explore against that backdrop is absolutely there.